My rich aunt left me nothing in her will, then her lawyer handed me a secret letter that changed everything. When my aunt Elise died, she left her $8.4 million estate to my cousins and nothing to me. At the will reading, her lawyer pulled me aside with a letter that said, "To prove who truly deserves my fortune, you have 30 days to complete 3 tasks without telling anyone." What happened next exposed my family's true colors. I was closer to Aunt Elise than anyone. While my cousins visited her mansion twice yearly for holidays, I spent every Sunday afternoon having tea with her for a decade. We discussed books, art, and her extraordinary life as one of the first female investment bankers in the 1970s. When cancer took her, I was devastated not for her money but for losing my mentor, so when her will left everything to my cousin's parent Blake, Madison, and Tyler Pert, who barely knew her favorite tea, I was shocked but accepted it, until her lawyer Mr. Henderson handed me an envelope after everyone left. "Dearest Olivia," her letter began, "I need to know if the others value me or merely my money. Your task: convince my ungrateful heirs to donate just 5% of their inheritance to the women's shelter I've supported for years. You have 30 days. Tell no one about this letter." The letter ended with coordinates to a safety deposit box and a key. I invited my cousins to lunch to honor Aunt Elise's memory. They arrived in new luxury cars, already spending their windfall. When I suggested donating to Aunt Elise's favorite women's shelter, they refused outright. Blake scoffed at helping random homeless women. Madison was too focused on her Aspen vacation home. Tyler promised to consider it next year. I tried everything over the next weeks. I showed them photos of the shelter's work. I arranged a tour. I created a presentation on the tax benefits. Nothing worked. With 3 days left, I accessed the safety deposit box, and find was another letter and a USB drive. "My darling Olivia, by now you've learned the truth about my so-called heirs. Watch the video, then meet Mr. Henderson tomorrow." The USB contains security footage from Aunt Elise's home showing my cousins rummaging through her jewelry when she napped, photographing valuable paintings, and mocking her illness when they thought she couldn't see. The next day, Mr. Henderson greeted me with a smile. "Congratulations, Olivia. You've passed the test." He handed me new documents. The will read at the funeral was fake parrot attest, Aunt Elise designed to reveal everyone's true character. The real will left everything to me with one condition: I must donate 30% to the women's shelter. "Here's more," Mr. Henderson said, giving me an invitation card. "Your aunt arranged a second reading of her amended will tomorrow when my cousins arrived, expecting some minor adjustment to their millions." Mr. Henderson played Aunt Elise's video message. "If you are watching this," her image began, "Olivia has failed to convince you to donate a mere 5% to those in need. How disappointing, but not surprising. I've watched how you treated me when you thought I couldn't see the inheritance you've been spending. It doesn't exist." Their faces drained of color as she revealed everything was going to me and the shelter. As they stormed out, threatening lawsuits, I found one last note. "The greatest inheritance isn't money, but the wisdom to recognize true value. Some people will never learn that lesson, no matter how wealthy they become." I sold Aunt Elise's mansion and now live near the women's shelter where I volunteer weekly. Her tea set sits in my kitchen window, parrot, a reminder that the richest inheritances aren't always found in wills.